kind of feeling as though I'm like failing at this drawing or at this painting, but I'm not. It's just I haven't painted in oils for a long time, and so some of the things are not as familiar. And that's what happens, I think, when anybody goes and you get out of practice with something. It's coming back super fast, but it's just like, I'm more used to the water-based media than I am to the oil-based media. So it's kind of it's a little slow to return. So we're going to work on that. And yeah, but on the good side of it, wow, I need a little thing to hold this up. On the good side of it, my ability to mix color, because I've been like literally mixing color, super improved. So I'm super excited about that. So, like, I'm really excited about the ability to mix color and to make the color. I don't think I've ever actually showed you guys an oil painting that I'm working on before. This one and others have been on the wall for almost a year. So my goal right now is to get them done and to start on other things. I actually have a show coming up in May, and I really want to present some oil paintings, but also a lot of landscapes and things like that at the show. And having these on the wall is kind of like a barrier to me getting to doing those other things. But also, I have this kind of concept of the more you paint, the better you get, which is obviously that's just how it works. It's like putting in the reps. The more you paint, the better you get. But then I have this old work on the wall. So do I have to now match my old work to the old skill? And then hopefully it looks like it all works together. That's kind of a thing. So really getting back into these paintings is really about, let's finish these up. Let's actually get better at finishing, because I am definitely a person where I am great at the start of everything. The start, love the start. I love the drawing. I love that. The part where you put the paint on and it's just completely ugly and you're like, what am I doing? Do I even know what I'm doing? Oh my God. Do I know what a paintbrush is? And then and then as it gets more refined and more finished, I get bored with it. And I become less interested in doing it. So it's kind of like the work of completing the painting. The last parts of completing the painting is really the hardest part for me. So I just need to make sure that as I'm working on anything, I have the finish line in mind, right? And I feel like this is a painting of my friend Yana. This is actually meant for her graduation, which happened like a year ago. So you can tell I'm a little late, and it's a present. So it's something that I want to give her to commemorate this time in her life where she is this age and she is this person, and hopefully she can take it with her and, always have it with her just to represent who she is and who she was, right? There's some things I want to do with this painting as I get around the finish line, and there's some things that I'm doing to it right now. It's funny because she actually came over. Well, it's not funny, haha. She came over because I told you I had surgery, and she and her mom came over. Her mom is like a really harsh critic, and she was like, everything looks great except for like the eyes. I was like, you know what? You are right. The eyes were giving me the fits. So in this part of the work, I was really focused on getting the eyes right, because you can see I can still need to paint like the teeth and the gums and everything like that, because her mom gave me the smiliest picture ever. I talked to her about that. She knows not to do that again. Anyway, but so I really had done what I'd done in the eyes that made it wrong was I had painted it too starkly. So I really painted like that eyeliner was black. It was absolutely completely black. I mixed that color so that it was just stark black. And the thing is, her eyeliner wasn't black. It isn't stark. There's nothing about her image that is stark. And you can see as I go through, it's like softening. It's becoming more like her actual eye. There were actually some things that I'd done as well that were like too perfect. So there's a point like where I don't know what it's called, and I probably should, but at the point of her eye, the closest part to her nose, I painted it like it was a perfect line. Like the eyeliner had gone on and it covered her skin completely. And that's just not true. There was a little part in there that was just like a little bit of her skin peeking through. Her eyelashes were a darker color than the actual eyeliner. So, and I had painted it to where it was just like all one massive color. So I actually had to reshape her eye. I really went back in and like paid attention to the shape of her eyes and paid attention to the color, the actual colors. And then also, here's a tip. The pupils and the actual color in the eye is fuzzy. So, so I just took out the sharpness, and taking out the sharpness and actually adding in more abstraction made it look more like her. Now, there's some tonal stuff that I need to go in there and fix, but otherwise now I'd say like it is more her. It is definitely more her. Also the eye on the right that I'm working on right now, the eyebrow was literally too high up. So I literally moved that eyebrow down. So that's another thing where if there's I'm all for let's do the drawing, get the drawing right. But if there is a problem, I'd rather just fix it than say it's done and then have this issue where it's just not working and put that out into the world. That was my TED Talk. Bye.